on Sardinia, which would soon become Italy. Now, when you drive along the coast, you will find city after city after city. Very busy. But once you go into the countryside, it's much, much quieter. And there, you will still be able to find villages. And around those villages, you'll find shepherds with animals. They're sheep. Okay? And it will give you a sense of what this area used to feel like 100 years ago. Right? And many of those little towns are located on hills, okay, or hilltops, and are known as the perched villages, or village perché. In 2005, when he died, and he was replaced by his son, Albert II, and Albert II is still Prince of Monaco. Okay guys, in about 2 minutes, you'll get your best chance of taking photos of Monaco in its entirety. Okay, so get your cameras ready. You will have a great opportunity for some photos. On your left side is Monaco. All right.
Yes.
Not the city, but remember, it's a country. Remember, it's 3 parts.
Wow.
So, closest to us is Monte Carlo with those many tall buildings, all right, in the foreground. In the middle ground, you see a rock with many trees. That's the old city. That's what we're going to now. And behind the old city, you have the newest part called Fontvieille. All right, so one country, 3 parts. Monaco. Now, remember guys, it's the playground for the rich and famous. All right, so a very small country. How small? Well, 2.02 square kilometers, so 2 square kilometers. How many people live here? About 38,000 people. It's the second most densely populated country or territory in the world. Okay, let's do the top 4 briefly, guys. The top 4 most densely populated territories. Number 4 is my favorite, Hong Kong. Number 3 is Singapore. Okay, number 2 is Monaco. And where or what is the most densely populated territory in the world? Oh, another nice one. Macau. Okay, Macau, most densely populated. But this here, second most densely. Now, a couple of figures, guys. Monaco, no income tax. Low, very low business tax. About 2% of the people are unemployed. So they're looking for a job, 2%. And they will probably take the city bus to get to their next job interview. Another interesting figure, Monaco is the most expensive real estate market in the world. On average, guys, per square meter, you'll be paying about 65,000 euros per square meter. All right. And of course, I'm with 38,000 people. Now, if you want to have more people come to your country, well, Monaco has a problem. It's a small country. There's 2 ways to get more people in. First, by building new, taller buildings. One example is the building that is now to your left, guys. Can you see that gray blue tower on your left there, down below? It is the tallest tower in Monaco. It's called the Odeon Tower. It was built 3 years ago and is 170 meters tall. All right, so they're building taller. Another way to get more people is by building over the sea. Okay, so by reclaiming land, and that's what they're doing. About 20% of the total land area of Monaco was built over the Mediterranean, and there's new projects to increase that from 20 to 30%, okay, which will allow more people to live there. All right, so 38,000 people live here. About 50,000 people come here every day for work. Where do these people come from? From France and Italy. Because remember, the economy of France and Italy, not doing too good. And having Monaco nearby is a great opportunity to get a better life, okay? More work, okay? Get money coming into the family. Oh yeah, What is the currency of Monaco, guys? The currency is the euro. Alright, so no need to go to currency exchange. Monaco has been using the euro since 2002. Alright, before 2002, they were using the Monegasque franc, which was related to the French franc. Now, guys, of course, nowadays we know Monaco as a very rich country. Okay, it wasn't always the case. It's actually thanks to their family, their principal family, that Monaco became what it is today. Okay, Monaco is ruled by princes. Their family name, the Grimaldi, and the Grimaldi originally came from Genova, the city we spent last night at. Okay, so they came from Genova, and in the 1100s there was a big fight in Genoa between the richest families of Genoa, and the Grimaldi were kicked out of Genoa and they became pirates. And in 1297, the Grimaldi, they were on their ships, bless you, they discovered a palace, a fortress here in Monaco. It was a Genoese fortress, believe it or not. And what did they do? Well, they didn't want to build a new palace. No. What did they do? They dressed up like monks. They pretended to be monks with capes, for example. But under their capes, they were holding knives and swords. So they walked to the fortress of the guards and killed the guards, and they claimed the palace for themselves. Okay? And he became their residence. But for the next 600 years, Monaco was just like all the other places here along the coast, a small fishing village. Things would start to change in the 1850s. Independent state, and the French would defend Monaco if Monaco would be attacked by an enemy. Still today, guys, if Monaco is attacked by another foreign power, France will be defending this very rich country. And then, guys, last but not least, in the 1960s, Rainier III, the father of the current prince, Rainier III was a visionary man, guys, and he felt that Monaco was too dependent on the casino and tourism to bring the money, and he diversified the economy by introducing the real moneymaker in Monaco these days, guys. It's not the casino, not even tourism, it is banking. Okay, the banking sector is what makes Monaco rich. Alright, so there you have it, guys. Money is very important here. Speaking of money, in Monaco, for us the guys, if you want to impress your lady, if you want to make her more happy, you don't buy her a Bugatti, a Ferrari, a Lamborghini. You buy her a yacht, a boat. And even there, size matters. The longer your yacht, the more ladies will be attracted to you. Alright? So, again, guys, look for that biggest yacht. Seriously, if you come here in summertime, you'll see big yachts, sometimes 150 meters long, belonging to Chinese magnates, Russian oligarchs, and princes from the Middle East, Saudi Arabia, alright? And those boats will have a helicopter as well on top of it with their helipads, alright? So, rich and famous indeed. Now on your left there, guys, you see the old part of Monaco, the rock, alright, with the cathedral and the palace of the prince. That is where we're going to now. Remember, guys, this is still France. This is not Monaco. It will take us another 5-6 minutes to get to the border, alright? But remember, all these places here, even in France, are very expensive, alright? Country, remember, it's not a city. It's a country made up of 3 sections. This is the border coming up, guys. Okay, the flagpoles. The Monegasque flag looks like the flag of Indonesia. But what is special about this Grand Prix, unlike in Malaysia or the US or anywhere, guys, is that they will actually use the normal roads for normal cars. Alright, so they will be blocking off traffic. Most of the locals will also be asked to park their car outside of Monaco in France. And of course the French will be angry. about the parking, about the traffic, but they will be happy about the extra tourists that come in to spend money. All right. So, again, guys, it's a very famous event. It is not so pleasant when you come here as a tourist because sometimes we cannot even come to Monaco because of the event. All right. Now, it's an event that is broadcasted live, of course. You can see it on TV. And the driver who has won the most championships here is... We have two Brazilians there, guys. Ayrton Senna, the legend, all right, who tragically died in Imola in 1994, over 20 years ago, all right. But Ayrton Senna, of course, a legend from Brazil, Ordem e Progresso. So again, he is remembered, of course. Now, oh, by the way, guys, souvenir shop. Yeah, maybe a late present gift here for your loved one. A couple of nice cars left. All right, Porsche there, guys. Okay. All right, nice baby blue Porsche, pretty nice. Oh, you also have Volvo, and what is that? Opel. Oh, this is for the cleaners and the janitors, guys. And Hyundai, they buy cheaper cars. Guys, what can I say? I used to have only a bicycle, so I mean. But anyways, guys, so you will see here a lot of expensive cars. It is a show-off place where people like to stop at a traffic light, rev their engine, and then they will take photos and, you know, those kinds of things. But again, there's a lot of money here, and exotic cars are common. Okay, you will not impress the neighbors. You will impress them again if you buy yourself a new, bigger yacht. Remember the boats; those are significant. Okay, so we're now going to be taking you directly to the parking lot. Remember, and then we're going to start our walk tour. Before we get to the parking, you will have a great view on your right side in about 30 seconds of the old marina. Remember, there are two marinas. You will now see the old one, and on the other side, the Rock of Monaco. Basically, the old city center, right? Including the cathedral and the palace of the prince. There you go, guys. Okay, on your right side, the old marina. And across from us now, you can see the two towers of the cathedral. We're going to be there. We'll be there in about 20 minutes. So that's where we're going to now. In front of us is Monte Carlo. Remember, 3 sections, Monaco. Monte Carlo, Monaco, the old city, and Fontvieille with that stadium. All right, guys, couple of minutes, 5, 6, 7 minutes. We'll have arrived at the bus parking, and we'll start our short but sweet walk tour.
Gucci.
Tí mình sau cái đoạn dốc này mình sẽ chuẩn bị đoán parking, mình sẽ nhìn thấy cái địa điểm gọi là cái điểm xuất phát của cái đường đua công thức 1 này.
Alright, guys, and if you wonder what language do they speak here, well, the official language is French. Okay, French is the official language, but many people here speak the local dialect. Remember Monegasque, which is related to Italian. Many people here too speak Italian. All right, English. Only the younger generations. Okay, the older generations, just like in Italy and France, have a difficult time. Okay, so it is what it is, guys. Again, countries like France, Italy, Germany, many countries actually. When you're going to a movie, to the movies, or you watch TV, most English, Swahili, Russian movies are all dubbed. Okay, translating industry is big. There's a lot of people making their money from it. So again, most movies, whether they're from Spain or Brazil will all be translated into French, okay, dubbed basically. Unlike in the Netherlands, where most foreign movies will be subtitled only, right? Which, like I said, I think is advantageous. Is a better system because you get used to the sounds, and maybe you'll want to learn a foreign language. Okay, couple minutes.